Sir, I congratulate the Finance Minister, Janab Harish Rao Saab, for presenting the next year's budget with a record outlay of rupees 2.9 lakh crores. I also compliment him for making the marathon budget speech for over 100 minutes. Sir, I would like to say that this budget speech is significant for many reasons. As I had stated during the discussion on the motion of thanks for the governor's address, the BJP-led central government had been giving a raw deal to Telangana state in the matter release of state shares in the central tax devolution and grants and aid for various schemes, beside turning a deaf ear to the state's plea for special fund for state-specific schemes and projects. Telangana has achieved a lot progress both in developmental activities and welfare during the last 8.5 years of its eventful existence as a separate state. The state progress would have been more spectacular if the central government had lent a helping hand with liberal financial assistance. Honorable Speaker, sir, I must say that the Finance Minister Saab has done or tried doing justice to his task of budget making by presenting the next year's budget, keeping in view the constraints imposed by the central government by way of less devolution and grants and aid, as well as restrictions on borrowing by Telangana government. If the central government has been a bit liberal, Telangana state budget for the year 23-24 would have crossed 3 lakh crore mark. Sir, unlike the governor's address, which had no reference to central government's stepmotherly treatment towards Telangana, Harish Rao Saab has talked elaborately on the issue of hurdles created by the central government to the development of Telangana. So during the current year, the state budget has estimated the borrowings to be rupees 53,970 crores, but the central government unilaterally imposed a cut of 15,033 crores and reduced the state borrowing limit to rupees 38,937 crores, though Telangana borrowings have been well within the limits of FRBM Act. Sir, I would like to point out that the FRBM Act applies equally to the central government and the states. However, the BJP has been selectively targeting the non-BJP ruled state by restoring to unilateral restrictions and their borrowing limit under FRBM. The central government is borrowing, which is equivalent to fiscal deficit, is 6.7% of the GDP in the financial year 21-22, and 6.4% in 2022 and 23, and 5.9% in the next financial year. The comparative figures for the Telangana state financial deficit is 4.06 of GSDP in financial year 21-22, 3.21 in the current year, and 3.5% in the next financial year. If we have to see the borrowings of the state government and the central government, Telangana is far less, but still the central government is restricting and stopping the Telangana state from borrowing, sir. Sir, I was going through the union budget for the year 23-24. Honorable Speaker, sir, I was really surprised when I was doing the calculation, the total borrowings of the Government of India, the total borrowings, per day borrowings, sir, per day is 4,895.38 crores. 4,895.38 crores per day they are borrowing. And the Government of India is paying an interest. The Government of India is paying per day interest of 2,958.82 crores per day. And still, they talk about Telangana government's borrowings. It is, I would say it is really surprising. And I would like to come on record and say that that they are stopping the progress and the development of the Telangana state by not giving the due share of the Telangana state, I would say. We have ended up in losing, sir. The reason why I am mentioning this is that, sir, I was the one in this house who was against GST, sir. Sir, earlier we had so much of taxes and all which used to come to state. But after GST, sir, everything is going to them. What is the states getting, sir? And that too, many a times, there is a delay in that. And going further ahead, sir, the finance minister has also lamented the central government has broken the tradition of implementing in toto the recommendation of the Finance Commission. By not accepting these recommendations, the central government denied Telangana its due share in Finance Commission's grants also, sir. Sir, I would like to point out here that the state share in devolution of central taxes fixed by the 15th Finance Commission is quite low. And this itself is the cause of gross injustice to the Telangana, sir. When the United Andhra Pradesh was reorganized with the formation of Telangana state, the undivided state share in central devolution has been in proportion to its population and other indices. Sir, now Telangana share in the central devolution of union taxes and duties is only 2.102 compared to the residual AP share of 4.047, sir. So this is a very important point, sir. Sir, under the AP Reorganization Act, the assets and liability of the state and state public undertakings are to be divided in the ratio of 58 and 42, sir. That is 58% of AP and 42% of Telangana, sir. This is well clearly mentioned in AP Reorganization Act, sir. Sir, in 2021 and 2022, Telangana got central devolution of rupees 17,496 against the AP share of rupees 33,376 crores. Sir, in the year 22 and 23, sir, Telangana received rupees 19,668 crores against AP's figure of 38,177 crores. In the next financial year, that is 23 and 24, Telangana is to be provided rupees 21,471 crores as central devolution against AP share of rupees 41,338 crores, sir. Sir, this means that the Telangana is getting only, sir, this is my observation, and I do all my research before saying anything, but at the same time, sir, through you, I would request the government to correct me if I am wrong, sir. Sir, the figures which I have just read out, this means that Telangana is getting only 50% of what AP is receiving under central devolution. And it is not in the ratio of 40 to 58, sir. It is not in the ratio of 40 to 58% as stipulated under the AP Reorganization Act. Moreover, the AP is getting post-devolution revenues deficit grant from the central government. I would like to ask those people who are championing for Government of India and who are trying to divide the Telangana people by their provocative speeches and divisional politics. Instead of doing such politics, why don't you go and fight for this injustice which is being done to state of Telangana? This would be the real service if you fight and get back the funds which are the rightful funds of the state of Telangana, rather than dividing the people, rather than, mixing all venom in the minds and hearts and thoughts of the people. Sir, in other words, Telangana is getting only 1/3 share, sir. 1/3 share, and residuary AP is receiving 2/3 of the share of central devolution compared to what undivided AP was getting as its share. This is the typical example of the grave financial injustice done to Telangana by the central government, sir. Sir, I may recall that when the 14th and 15th Finance Commission chairman and members has visited visited the state in September 2014 and February 2019, the MIM has made a representation to them seeking higher devolution of central tax, share, grants, demand revenues, deficit grants for Telangana state in view of its special and specific needs as a new state. We have given a representation, sir. However, both before the 14th and 15th Finance Commission, Telangana government has represented memorandum claiming that the state would be a revenue surplus. State would be a revenue surplus state, and it would not need any revenue deficit grant. If I am wrong, I may be corrected on this also, sir. On the other hand, residuary had sought revenue deficit grant from both the Finance Commission. Sir, going further ahead, sir, I would like the Finance Minister Saab to tell us during the last 9 financial years in formation of Telangana state, from 2014-15 to 22-23, how many times did the state ended the financial year with revenue surplus? How many years, sir? So far, 9 state budgets were presented, projecting a revenue surplus, but each time the state ended up with revenue deficit instead of revenue surplus. This is my research, this is my findings, this is what my team has provided, and I have gone through all the details, sir. Never, sir, the state has been revenue surplus, sir. Each time the state ended up with revenue deficit instead of being revenue surplus. Sir, the 16th Finance Commission is being constituted by central government now to recommend on the devolution of central taxes and duties over a 5 years period. I would request the Finance Minister Saab to make an honest assessment on state revenues so that the state can seek grants to fill the revenue deficit. This is an important point, sir. Sir, we need to have an honest assessment, sir. This is why I am requesting this Finance Minister Saab, sir. We need an honest assessment of the state revenues so that the state can seek grants to fulfill the revenue deficit, sir. Sir, despite the poor track record of central government in providing central tax devolution and grant in aid to Telangana, the state finance minister exuded optimism and projects ambitious figures about devolution of taxes and central grants in aid. The shortfall in actual devolution of central taxes and grant in aid compared to the budget estimate is the main cause of revenue deficit, sir. That is the main cause of revenue deficit of the state. It is also the main cause for the shortfall in actual expenditure of the state government compared to budget estimate year after year. If I am wrong, I may be corrected in this, sir. For assistance, the Finance Minister Saab has projected the central grants and aid to be rupees 41,259 crores in next financial year, that is 23-24. In the current year budget estimate, the central grants and aid was rupees 41,002 crores. But the revised estimate is rupees 30,250 crores. Honorable Speaker, sir, it is to be noted that in the financial year 21-22, the budget estimate central grants and aid was rupees 38,669 crores. The revised estimate was rupees 28,669 crores. But the actual state grant in aid received by the state was only 8,619 crore. That is only 22% of budget estimate. Only 22%, sir. Sir, this is how the shortfall occurs in the actual expenditure compared to the budget estimate and revised estimate of the state revenues and expenditure. And this is how the revenue surplus in the budget estimate and revised estimate actually turns out to be revenue deficit in the account. This is what it is. So, Honorable Speaker, sir, The Telangana government has also been making higher projections about the central grants for various central and centrally sponsored schemes. However, the central government has been reducing the outflow of funds of the state through central schemes and centrally sponsored schemes by scrapping some of these schemes, entrusting some schemes solely to the state and changing the pattern of central and state share for remaining central schemes. Telangana, like other states, has no choice but to restrict the expenditure on the central schemes to the quantum of assistance to get from the central government. NREGA and Backward Area Development Program are the examples of reduced central assistance. So, as I have been repeatedly pointing out, while speaking on the state budget every year over the last 9 years, the state's finance woes are mainly on account of central government's tight fiscal policy towards Telangana. AP has been doing better in terms of state finances on account of higher quantum of central tax devolution, sir. On account of higher quantum of central tax devolution, sir. Central grant in aid, revenue deficit grant and assistance for central schemes. So, Honorable Speaker, sir, a matter of concern is the increasing debt burden of the state. As per the Telangana budget in brief document, the state public debt has risen from 2.44 lakh crore in March 21 to rupees 2.38 lakh crore in March 22. By the end of current financial year, the public debt is set to increase to rupees 3.23 lakh crore, and this will rise to rupees 3.57 lakhs crore by March 2024. It is true that capital expenditure of Telangana state has gone up substantially, and to finance this spending, the state has to resort to borrowings, partly because of shortfall in central tax devolution and grant in aid. The per capita debt in current financial year will reach rupees 77,116. So every resident of Telangana's estimated population of 4.18 crore carries this debt burden, sir. So there are many other issues regarding the state finance which can be highlighted during the debate on the appropriation bill on Sunday, sir. Sir, I would like to congratulate the Finance Minister Saab for the spectacular economic growth the state had achieved despite economic recession, corona pandemic, and the hurdles created by the central government. I do not want to repeat the figures cited by the Finance Minister Saab on the annual GSDP growth rate and per capita income during the last 8 financial years for 2014 and 15 to 2021-22. It is a matter of pride that the state GSDP growth is higher than the national GDP growth, and the state per capita income is also higher than the national per capita income ever since the formation of Telangana state, sir. For this, I congratulate the government, sir. The state has witnessed enormous growth in agriculture sector, with the paddy production increasing threefold from 68 lakhs ton to 2 crore ton between 2014 and 15 and 2021 and 22. This has been possible thanks to the expansion of state irrigated area on account of commissioning of Kaleshwaram and other irrigation projects, as well as implementation of schemes for farmers such as 24/7 free power, Raitu Bandhu, Raitu Bima, farm loan waiver, renovation of minor irrigation tanks, and procurement of agriculture produce by the states. Telangana is the only state providing uninterrupted power supply to all sectors, as the power generation capacity in the state has been augmented from 7,778 megawatt in 2014 and 15 to 18,453 megawatt now. The per capita power consumption in Telangana at 2,126 units in 2021 was higher than the national average of 1,255 units. So there are many schemes and initiatives of the Telangana government, which includes Mission Bhagiratha,
आसरा पेंशन, कल्याण लक्ष्मी, शादी मुबारक, आरोग्य लक्ष्मी, Telangana Kuharitaharam, residential school for minorities and backward classes, overseas scholarship, Mana Oru, Mana Basti, Mana Badi, dialysis center, new super speciality hospitals, new medical colleges, KCR kit, Mission Bhagirath, Palle Pragati, Patana Pragati, SRDP, T-Hub, TSI Pass, etc. Moreover, several schemes are implemented for welfare of Dalit, Adivasis, minority, backward classes, communities, sir. So one of the key objects of Telangana state and the government is to create job opportunities for lakhs of youth in the state, including the educated, unemployed and other jobless youth, while new opportunities have emerged for the youth in rural and urban areas, thanks to the various schemes and initiatives by the government and the rapid growth of the private sector. Telangana youth look forward to the government and semi-government jobs, sir. Sir, before proceeding further ahead, sir, I would just like to bring across few points about minority welfare budget, sir. I will not go into the details of the minority budget, sir. I'll go into the details when I would be have gone and touched rupees 1,724.69 crores, sir. Sir, I thank the Minister Saab, but at the same time, I request Honorable Finance Minister Saab to kindly release the fourth quarter budget from the government under scholarships and other schemes. Fourth quarter का minority budget जो release करना है, इसको release करने की मैं आपसे दरखास्त करूंगा, sir. Sir, in the Shadi Mubarak scheme, sir, during this year, many beneficiaries are applied on the Shadi Mubarak scheme, sir. The number is 30,006 beneficiaries, sir. Sir, and the last year pendency carry forward applications are 33,122, sir. The total is 63,128 applications, sir. Sir, I request the Honorable Finance Minister Saab to kindly clear all the pending and this year's Shadi Mubarak applications which have been approved. The number is 63,128, sir. So, Minority Department has released an amount of 275 crores and additional budget of rupees 150 crores, totaling to rupees 425 crores, sir. So, during this financial year, 27,634 beneficiaries benefited as on today, and balance 35,494 are awaiting for funds, sir. Kindly, sir, release this additional budget of 150 crores under the Shadi Mubarak scheme, and all the pending applications will be cleared, sir. So through you, I request the government to kindly release 150 crores. If 150 crores are released, I'm sure all the pending applications sanctioned can be cleared, sir. The scholarship, maintenance of tuition fee, MTF, sir. Sir, as on today, 13,78,752 students have benefited since the formation of state, and 455.50 crore were spent under this scheme, sir. 455.50 crores have been spent. Sir, I thank the government for this, sir. So allocation of budget of rupees 60 crores for this year. Minority Welfare Department released an amount of 45 crores, and till now 19.597 crores has been incurred as expenditure, and amount of 17.75 crores is pending at Finance Department under maintenance of tuition fees, sir. Sir, at the same time, Honorable Speaker, sir, the Government of India में एक प्री मैट्रिक स्कॉलरशिप भी दी जाती थी सारे हिंदुस्तान में. प्री मैट्रिक स्कॉलरशिप को खत्म कर दिया गया मौलाना आजाद के नाम से, प्री मैट्रिक स्कॉलरशिप। तो मैं स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि आप इतना कर रहे हैं, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया खत्म करती है, तो आप प्री मैट्रिक स्कॉलरशिप का भी आगाज अगर स्टेट में करेंगे तो इससे माइनॉरिटी स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत फायदा होगा। मैं आपके जरिए हुकूमत से दरखास्त करूंगा, रीएम्बर्समेंट ऑफ ट्यूशन फीस और आरटीएफ में एन अमाउंट ऑफ ₹67.68 crores is pending at finance department under reimbursement of tuition fee RTF. I request that this amount may also be released, sir. Sir, about the CM overseas scholarship scheme, I thank the finance minister for releasing some funds with which we were able to clear the old dues. The students who had completed their courses and in spite of completion of the courses, their fees were not released for overseas scholarship, but Honorable Minister Saab had released 36 crores with which we were able to clear, sir. But at the same time, sir, I request that to release all dues up to 2022 spring and fall season students, rupees 152 crores is required. So I request, sir, अगर आप 152 crores अगर रिलीज कर देते हैं तो सारे के सारे 2022 स्प्रिंग एंड फॉल सीजन के स्टूडेंट्स तक पूरे के पूरे क्लियर हो जाएंगे। मैं ये जरूर कहूंगा कि ये वाहिद रियासत है जहां पे ओवरसीज स्कॉलरशिप दी जा रही है बीसी स्टूडेंट्स को, एससी स्टूडेंट्स को और माइनॉरिटी स्टूडेंट्स को। मैं शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा गवर्नमेंट का कि मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन की नुमाइंदगी पर इसका आगाज हुआ, ये अच्छी है। इसमें थोड़े बहुत तो भी रिलीजेस कर दीजिए ताकि बच्चों को कुछ फायदा हो सकता है। तेलंगाना वक्फ बोर्ड के बारे में भी कहूंगा कि थर्ड क्वार्टर बिल आर पेंडिंग, एवरी मंथ 5 crores रिक्वायर्ड फॉर रिलीजिंग द ऑनरोरियम। मैं आपके जरिए चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं कि गवर्नर एड्रेस में जब मैंने जिक्र किया था इमाम और मदरों के उनकी तनख्वाह के ताल्लुक से, तो मिनिस्टर साहब ने फौरन रिलीज किया। इसके लिए मैं गवर्नमेंट का, मिनिस्टर साहब का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं। और उसके साथ साथ यह भी जरूर कहूंगा कि एन अमाउंट ऑफ 54.90 crores रिलीज टुवर्ड्स ऑनरेबल सीएम एश्योरेंस सर एंड अबाउट अनीसुल गुरवा सर। अगेन आई वुड से कि अनीसुल गुरवा की बिल्डिंग बन रही है, अच्छी बन रही है, मजलिस की नुमाइंदगी पर जमीन दी गई और मजलिस की नुमाइंदगी पर मंजूरी भी दी गई और अनीसुल गुरबा की इमारत तैयार हो रही है। मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि जल्द अज जल्द अनीसुल गुरबा की इमारत की तामीर भी मुकम्मल हो जाएगी। मैं चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब का, टीआर गवर्नमेंट का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं कि हमारी नुमाइंदगी पर इस्लामिक सेंटर के लिए भी जमीन अलॉट की गई। इस्लामिक सेंटर की जमीन बहुत ही कीमती जमीन है, गंडीपेट के पास जमीन दी गई 10 एकड़। अगर हम वो जमीन की कीमत ही अगर ले लेंगे तो वो 50 करोड़ से जायद की जमीन होती है। तो इसके लिए मैं शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा और उम्मीद करूंगा कि जल्द अज जल्द वो कल्चरल सेंटर का तामीर का भी आगाज होगा। मैं हुकूमत का शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा और दरख्वास्त करूंगा चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब का कि पुराने शहर का दौरा कीजिए। जामे निजामिया में ऑडिटोरियम कंप्लीट हो चुका, मजलिस की नुमाइंदगी पर करोड़ों रुपये से जामे निजामिया में एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत ऑडिटोरियम की तामीर हुई है सर। सर, अबाउट द मक्का मस्जिद रेस्टोरेशन सर, स्टिल द मक्का मस्जिद रेस्टोरेशन वर्क is pending. I request the government to kindly look into that and see that the work is taken up immediately, sir. और ये शाही मस्जिद यहां के जितने भी काम करने वाले हैं इनको रेगुलराइज करने के लिए मुसलसल हम नुमाइंदगी कर रहे हैं, लेकिन नहीं हुआ है। तो मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि आप ये भी काम को देखेंगे और क्रिश्चियन भवन के लिए भी एक वेकेंट लैंड 2 एकड़ जमीन दी गई है और इसके लिए भी मैं हुकूमत का क्रिश्चियन कम्युनिटी की जानिब से भी शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं सर। सर, ये बैंक लिंक सब्सिडी लोन सर, दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इशू। एज ऑफ नाउ more than 2 lakhs applications have been received. So from last 5 years for this bankable schemes, the applications were neither called nor any loan was released, sir. तो अब हुकूमत ने درخواستیں بلائی ہیں جس کے لیے فائنانس منسٹر صاحب نے فنڈز کو ریلیز کیا ہے. میں فائنانس منسٹر صاحب سے درخواست کروں گا کہ جتنے درخواستیں آئی ہیں ان درخواستوں کو اگر ہم سب کو کلیئر کرتے ہیں تو اس کے لیے تو بہت زیادہ اماؤنٹ ہونا پڑے گا. کم از کم آپ ایک 200 کروڑ روپیہ اگر دیں گے تو ایٹ لیسٹ وی ول بی ان اے پوزیشن ٹو کلیئر سم مور دین 30,000 اپلیکیشنز فار دس لوننگ اسکیم. سر یہ گاڑیاں دیتے ہیں ٹیکسی وہ بھی ہے ویسی رکھی ہوئی ہے, اور اسکل ٹریننگ کا پروگرام ہے. سر ارلیئر آلسو سر I had made a request to the government to kindly have a collaboration between the Minority Finance Corporation, NAC and NIFT can have a collaboration, and a NAC, National Academy of Construction, they have skill developmental programs, sir. One center is there in Old City. NAC کا ایک سینٹر ہے سر چندران گٹے میں میرے ایریے میں. Minority Finance Corporation can take over that center and run the classes and train the unemployed youth of Old City so that jobs can be given to them, sir. تو میں بار بار کہہ رہا ہوں اس میں فائنینشیل کوئی نہیں ہے. مائنورٹی فائنانس کارپوریشن میں ہم ٹرین کرتے ہیں بچوں کو, اور اسٹڈی سرکلز کے بارے میں بھی ہم نے ریکویسٹ کیا تھا. And sir, going further ahead, I do not want to go much further, sir. Lastly, sir, I had requested and I had said about the irregularities happening in work board, sir. Sir, بولنے کے بعد چیف منسٹر صاحب نے وقف بورڈ کے ریکارڈ روم کو بند کر دیا تھا. سر آج تک بھی وہ ریکارڈ روم بند ہے. جبھی بھی ضرورت پڑتی ہے تو حیدرآباد کلیکٹر سے ایک آدمی آتے ہیں, کھولتے ہیں, کاغذ نکالتے ہیں. اس کی وجہ سے کافی تکلیف ہو رہی ہے. سر all the documents are getting digitalized, لیکن یہ ریکارڈ روم بند رہنے کی وجہ سے وقف ریکارڈ کو ڈیجیٹلائزیشن بھی نہیں کیا جا سکا. میں آپ کے ذریعے حکومت سے درخواست کروں گا کہ آپ وہ ریکارڈ روم کو کھلوا دیجئے, اس کی پوری آڈیٹنگ کروائیے, نمبرنگ کروائیے, کھولنے کے بعد کون سے پیپرز تھے. نہیں تو کیا بولیں گے سر وہ لوگ بند تھا اس لیے پیپرز غائب ہو گئے. تو میں آپ کے ذریعے حکومت سے درخواست کروں گا کہ آپ اس کے اوپر بھی دیکھیں. اور رہا سوال پرانے شہر کے ڈیولپمنٹ کے تعلق سے, جی ایچ ایم سی ایریا میں ہمارے کے ڈیولپمنٹ کے تعلق سے, سر آنریبل اسپیکر سر, I thank you very much, sir. Sir, on the assurance given by you, Honorable Minister for Municipal Administration, Mr. KT Ramarao Saab had called a meeting yesterday, sir. We had a elaborated discussion of 6 hours, sir, and I would like to come on record and go on record and say that it was a very fruitful meeting اور کامیاب میٹنگ ہوئی. پرانے شہر کی عوام سے کہنا چاہتا ہوں کہ اتنی منظوریاں ملی ہیں اور اتنی باتوں کو قبول کیا گیا ہے کہ انشاءاللہ آنے والے کل میں نئے شہر اور پرانے شہر میں کوئی فرق نہیں رہے گا. پرانا شہر بھی آگے بڑھ کر جائے گا. میں کے ٹی راما راؤ صاحب کا, چیف منسٹر صاحب کا, کے سی آر صاحب کا شکریہ ادا کرتا ہوں کہ 6 hours میٹنگ ہوئی ہے. اور پھر سے میں آپ کے ذریعے حکومت سے درخواست کروں گا کہ حیدرآباد میٹرو ٹرین کے بارے میں جلد از جلد شروع کریے. تیقن دیا گیا کل کی میٹنگ میں, پھر سے کہوں گا کل کی میٹنگ میں ہم نے ذکر کیا, تذکرہ کیا, بحث بھی کی. بہت بڑا مسئلہ ہے پرانے شہر کا اور وہ ہے نوٹرائز ڈاکیومنٹ کا. سر آنریبل چیف منسٹر صاحب نے اعلان کیا ہاؤس میں کہ all the notarized document will be treated as registered document. Meetings are going on اور بات چیت ہو رہی ہے, راستہ نکالا جا رہا ہے. سر انڈر دا GO 58 and 59 بہت سے پینڈنگ ہیں اور کچھ پیسے زیادہ ہیں, تو میں آپ سے درخواست کروں گا کہ پھر سے 59 اور 58 کا ریویو کر اس کو ختم کریں. اور آنریبل اسپیکر سر, تھرو یو سر, I would like to make a request once again, sir. Sir, I come from Old City, sir. Old City میں سر مسلمان نہیں, Old City میں ہندو بھائی بھی رہتے ہیں, کرسچن بھائی بھی ہے, سکھ بھی ہے, عیسائی سب رہتے ہیں. سر ہمارے ہندو بھائیوں کا ایک بڑا مسئلہ جو مسلسل نمائندگی کر رہے ہیں وہ لال دروازے کی مندر کا ایشو ہے. کئی دن سے آنریبل چیف منسٹر صاحب نے 20 کروڑ روپیہ منظوری دی تھی. میں نے سرینواس یادو صاحب سے بھی بات کی ہے اس تعلق سے. سرینواس یادو صاحب نے کہا के बराबर बैठकर करेंगे। वहां के जो हेड पुजारी है वो सारे लोग मुझसे मिलकर फिर से बोले हैं अकबर साहब कि प्रॉमिस हुआ था, सैंक्शन हुआ है, मीटिंग्स हुए हैं, अभी काम होना बाकी है, प्लीज उसको स्पीड अप कर जल्दी करवा दीजिए। और कल्याण मंडपम के लिए भी जो मनादिर में मंडपम की मंजूरी दी गई थी, कल्याण मंडपम की, वो काम भी पेंडिंग है, जरा उसको भी अगर आप स्पीड अप कर देंगे तो हमारे हिंदू भाइयों में भी ये बात आएगी कि ये गवर्नमेंट और मजलिस इत्तेहाद अल मुस्लिमीन सबको साथ लेकर चलती है। और मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं पुराने शहर के मेरे हिंदू भाइयों से भी कि मजलिस इत्तेहाद अल मुस्लिमीन हर एक की नुमाइंदगी करती है। हमारा दिल और हमारे दरवाजे सबके लिए खुले हैं। जिस तरीके से मुसलमान हमसे आकर अपने मसाइल को पेश कर सकता है, हमारा हिंदू भाई भी आता है, पेश करता है। हम उनके लिए भी लड़ेंगे, उनके हक की लड़ाई भी लड़ेंगे और पुराने शहर को डेवलप करते हुए हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई सबकी तरक्की को हम आगे लेकर जाएंगे। और मैं फिर से फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर साहब से दरखास्त करूंगा कि आप प्लीज उस्मानिया हॉस्पिटल की तामीर कर दीजिए। इतने दवाखाने रियासत में आ रहे हैं, इतने मेडिकल कॉलेजेस आ रहे हैं, यह बहुत बड़ी बात है। मैं जानता हूं एक मेडिकल कॉलेज बनाना कितना मुश्किल होता है, एक दवाखाना चलाना कितना मुश्किल होता है। आपने बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज लिया है, हमारी जानिब से हम पूरा सपोर्ट आपको करेंगे और आपके इस मिशन में आपको कामयाबी के लिए हम ताउन भी करेंगे, दुआ भी करेंगे। उस्मानिया हॉस्पिटल की तामीर को ले लीजिए और उसके साथ ही साथ चार मीनार का दवाखाना है, चार मीनार हॉस्पिटल का भी है, वो यूनानी एजुकेशन का, उस ताल्लुक से भी मैं आपसे दरखास्त करूंगा कि उस पर भी गौर करें। और फिर मैं फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर साहब से कहूंगा कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की जानिब से फंड्स दिए जा रहे हैं माइनॉरिटी रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स के लिए, स्टेट का शेयर होता है, काइंडली रिलीज द स्टेट शेयर सो दैट द ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट्स ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स फॉर माइनॉरिटी इज नॉट halted or delayed, sir. It is very important. और मैं हुकूमत का मुबारकबाद दूंगा कि हुकूमत ने बहुत ही कामयाबी के साथ रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स को चला रही है। रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स कामयाब हुए, रेजिडेंशियल स्कूल्स जूनियर कॉलेजेस में तब्दील हुए और फिर ये जूनियर कॉलेजेस अब डिग्री कॉलेजेस में कन्वर्ट हो रहे हैं। इसके लिए मैं शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा। उसके साथ ही साथ मैं कहूंगा कि स्कूल एजुकेशन के ऊपर भी थोड़ा सा तवज्जो की जरूरत है। टेक्निकल एजुकेशन और यूनिवर्सिटीज में कई वैकेंसीज हैं। मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि हुकूमत इस पर भी जरूर गौर करेगी। और आखिर में सर मैं आई मस्ट ऑल्सो पॉइंट आउट that not all eligible jobless youth in the state have been provided with jobs in the private or government sector. There are lakhs of educated and other jobless youth who are eagerly waiting for the unemployment dole of rupees 3,016 per month promised by the TRS, now BRS at the time of 2018 assembly poll, sir. So, however, the finance minister Saab has disappointed the state youth, and I don't find any reference about this in the budgetary allocation for this scheme in the 23-24 budget speech, sir. सबको दे रहे हैं। इस ताल्लुक से भी हमदर्दाना गौर करने की मैं अपील करता हूं, क्योंकि बेरोजगार नौजवान बहुत हैं। और उसके साथ ही साथ सर, आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट द फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर साहब टू क्लैरिफाई व्हेन दिस स्कीम वुड बी इनिशिएटेड एंड स्टार्टेड, सर। और जितने भी मसाइल हमने उठाए हैं उस ताल्लुक से मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि हुकूमत संजीदगी के साथ हमारे उठाए हुए मसाइल पर गौर करेगी। और स्पीकर साहब, आपने जो मुझे मौका दिया है इसका मैं शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर।
గౌరవ సభ్యురాలు శ్రీమతి పద్మా దేవేందర్ రెడ్డి గారు.
ధన్యవాదాలు అధ్యక్ష. మరి ఈరోజు బడ్జెట్పై ప్రసంగించేందుకు అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన మీకు గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారికి నేను ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ, ముందుగా 2014 కంటే ముందు తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం విధ్వంసం జరిగిన సందర్భంలో ఏ విధంగా ఉండే, 2014 తర్వాత గౌరవ కేసీఆర్ గారి పాలనలో